Yeah. It's tough out here.
It is a brutal, brutal place, and here we go. We're gonna get the finals going. Man, anybody that's on this stage right now has absolutely earned it. Owner for Gonzalez and Nathan Schuman coming to the mat, and we're underway at 100 pounds. Schuman versus Gonzalez. Gonzalez from Pennsylvania, or from Colorado. Schuman, Pennsylvania, and already in attention in the first 12 seconds for hands to the face. Gonzalez appears to be maybe a little bit bigger. There's a little slide by attempt, but look at this really nice positioning, and look at that. Schuman looking for a dump. He has elbow controlled. He's gonna get the takedown and leg split. What can he do here?
You don't see that too often, where a wrestler's down on their knees, and instead of going around, Schuman went right to him and shot to his legs, even though he was on his knees, and didn't blast through him. You'll see a double from that position sometimes, but not often a carry like that.
I think there's a bell curve of weight classes where people hit that carry. Look at this shot, head inside for Schuman. He's trying to circle around now, switches off double. Big lift, they're gonna offer 4. What's confirmed? 4 is confirmed, 6-0. Schuman with a big lead. He's got the knees, well, he had the knees together momentarily, and now Gonzalez trying to keep them apart. Gonzalez trying to wrap up that ankle, and they're getting a fresh start. But what I was saying is, I think there's a bell curve of where you see that carry. The lower weights, they make up this dead center of that bell curve. A lot of times you're seeing that dump, that carry, you know, from 100 up to 132, and then it gets a little tougher after that. But you know what? Use it while you can. And there's another shot. Wow, switches back, head wheel finish, other way on the single. No score yet. And Schuman trying to advance through the position. Gonzalez, this is where he's tough. Big exposures, he's locked through the crotch. If he can get that left foot on the mat, we may see the exposure, but you know what? It's Schuman exposing him.
Oh, that was so nice the way he head cartwheeled over.
Incredible adjustment there. Gonzalez, who I think is visibly bigger, maybe a little stronger, felt like he had the ability to lift there, get the score, and Schuman just savvy, made a good tactical adjustment, got the 2. It's 8-0. He's a takedown away from a tech. Wow, nice little duck motion, swam into a single. Now switches double. Can he finish? Gonzalez stuffing the head to the middle, controlling that ankle, and now head outside for Schuman. A little bit better position. They're going to stalemate it, come back to their feet.
Schuman tried to go back to that head across finish. This time wasn't able to get it. He was able to get it twice before. Gonzalez probably felt that a time or two.
Nice little fake and then tap to a single leg. Looking for an exposure there is Schuman. Couldn't get it, and they're going to go out of bounds. I think a point on the step out, and that's what it's going to be. 9-0. Schuman leads Gonzalez. Gonzalez just tapped his stomach and then raised the injury tornado. You don't often see them signal that to their coaches, like, "Hey guys, I might puke."
Get the trash can.
Let's take a look at that action here on our screens. Here's that action going out of bounds. There's one on the step out, and you're gonna see here Gonzalez signaled the whirly bird, and then he says, "Hey guys, look at this in my stomach. Let's do it." So giving him a second to collect his breath, and Schuman collecting his thoughts as well, trying to figure out his next move. What do you think it's gonna be, JD?
Fire off an attack. Probably going back to that single leg or that carry that he's had success with already through the first 2.5 minutes.
If I'm Schuman, I would love to end this thing in the next 41 seconds. I don't want Gonzalez going back to his corner. But these guys are both elite, so see, and there's a nice low-level attack, and Gonzalez trying to come out the back door. Can he adjust? A point on the board or a couple in the end of this period would be huge. And Gonzalez close to the takedown, hasn't given it up yet though. Schuman with that whizzer defending well. 20 seconds to go. Gonzalez been close to finishing this, but man, such savvy defense from Schuman. They're going to go out of bounds. 13 seconds left.
I thought for sure when Schuman lost the ankle that he was going to get taken down, was able to somehow reach back, grab a whizzer, and prevent the takedown.
Yeah, you can tell Nathan Schuman going to be a factor. He's in on a shot. Can he finish? Nope. Time runs out. But He was threatening there at the break. If you're Gonzalez, what do you got to do here?
You got to get head, hands defense. Schuman has been all over your legs. You got to keep him off your legs. Obviously, that's much easier said than done. It's really easy to say, well, just put your head and hands down and don't let him in. Much harder to execute.
I agree 100%. One of the things I've seen a lot throughout this tournament is really good wrestlers and really good athletes getting 90% of the way to a takedown, but then not being able to finish. And it's just the guys that grit through that last 10% can figure it out. Those are the ones that are typically standing on top of this podium.
And as you mentioned, Gonzalez has had some success getting to the legs, just hasn't been able to finish yet.
Yeah, that last attack right before the break was really nice. And if you're in his corner, you're telling him do more of that. But Schuman in on a double leg, and he's going to get exposure. 4 offered. And what's going to be confirmed? 4 confirmed. 13-0. That's it. Nathan Schuman, he's your first Junior Fargo champion on this stage tonight. He gets it done at 100 pounds. Congrats to Nathan Schuman.
Tags on 5 more team points for Team Pennsylvania, who already has this title locked up. Pennsylvania has gone 4 for 4 so far in this Fargo Dome. They've won both 16U and junior boys and girls freestyle.
So they've got the points sewn up in both the juniors and 16U tonight?
Correct.
Unreal. And they won both the women's divisions. And don't forget, and wow, look at this. We're going to get a little look at the action here. There's Schuman getting it done, and here's him finishing yet another takedown. And man, JD, to speak to the strength of Team PA, don't forget, women's wrestling was only recently sanctioned in PA a couple of years ago.
No kidding.
And for them to be winning titles in both age divisions is just unreal. Well, guess what? We've got so much great action in store for you guys tonight. Coming up next, it's Kason Kraft wearing the headgear, which you don't see all that often in freestyle, but he's been doing it all weekend. Headgear plus the headbutt pad on the front.
I saw a kid rocking the head pad, but in the back.
Nicholas Garcia from Illinois.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we're going to see him in the finals later tonight. We'll see that. It'll be on display just 2 matches from now. I do wonder what that's about.
I don't know.
So much utility. All right, action's underway here at 106 pounds. Turner Ross in the red, Kason Kraft in the blue, both from Oklahoma. And Turner Ross going to have the length advantage here. Kason Kraft had been wrestling up at 113 for a little bit. Actually wrestled NHSCAs at 113, but now back at 106 for Fargo. Turner Ross ranked 6th in the country at 106.
Yeah, it goes to that Powerhouse High School, Edmond North. They're in Oklahoma.
Absolutely, and there's a shot from Ross trying to extend this leg. Kraft with the wizard defending. And Ross going to try to sit him down, gets the 2.
Yeah, he did a good job of using his length there, coming around the waist, grabbing hip bone, pulling Kraft down to his butt there while he still had the wizard.
This will be a little bit different match in freestyle than it would be in folk style. I believe I saw Turner Ross wrestle quite a bit at Ironman, and he's just such a grinder on top. But here in freestyle, you got to get it done on your feet. Wow, nice little go behind, but look at that. Ross adjusts, comes out for the takedown, and now 4-0, trying to elevate this leg for a turn. And he's got pretty good leverage. There's 2 more. Not a real traditional freestyle finish there, JD.
No, it was not. And before that finish, it was a nice job by Ross catching that leg coming in. Kraft was really close to slipping that boot in and picking up the takedown himself, but at the last second, Ross caught the leg.
That turn there by Ross is just evidence of, you know, how many points you can score in freestyle if you're just aware of when your opponent is just a little bit out of position, and you don't necessarily have to have a, you know, patented technique. You don't have to find that technique on a, you know, on a YouTube video. You just know the guy's a
right.
little bit out of the position and take advantage. Turner Ross over there being cornered by Sam Hazewinkle.
Oklahoma legend.
Oklahoma legend and an Olympian. Now one of the coaches at Edmond North. And they're going to come back to the middle. Still a little bit of blood. The last bit of blood you could just do with the sole of your shoe and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right. Back to action. I can't tell you how many matches I've called of Turner Ross where there was a nosebleed involved.
You know, some guys just got a hose for a nose.
That's true. Ross taking ground. Kraft circles back in. Both guys wrestling from knees, and the official wants to see him wrestle from their feet. He blows it dead, brings it back up. Nose.
Official's just going pocket with the nose plug.
Yeah, he's keeping that for later. Little shot there from Ross. Kraft looking for a short drag. He's part of the way around behind, but not all the way yet. Ross still has some fight in him in this position. And Kraft getting closer. Turner Ross so tight on that arm, avoiding the score for now. And if he turns back in, he'll be okay. But now Kraft in his best position yet. 2 as they go out of bounds. And persistence paid off there for Case and Kraft.
Yeah, just tenacity. Ross, he was holding on as long as he could. Something you see like Seth Gross do a lot is to hold on to that position and roll over. Ross was just trying to hold on to prevent the takedown there.
Absolutely. Case and Kraft already improving on his performance from last year. He was 5th here. So he's in the finals. He's either 1st or 2nd, but he does not want to end this match without a stop sign. 9 to go here, first period. Hard fake there from Kraft. Another fake. Turner Ross with a big 6-2 lead, but I don't know, Kraft maybe a little bit of momentum heading into the break.
Still a lot of wrestling too.
Absolutely. I don't know, we got a really good look at Kraft here. He's right in front of us and appears to be pretty confident. Second period just about underway. Here we go. 6-2 in the second period. Turner Ross leads over Case and Kraft. And Kraft now looking from a front head position.
Ross keeping him at bay with that elbow control. It's going to make it hard for Kraft to score. But already kind of a changing of the tides. We saw that position reversed a lot in the first period. It was Ross in on the front headlock. Now it's Kraft.
Ross looking for that dump, which we saw a lot in that 100-pound final. Kraft, though, catching him coming in with kind of double underhook positions there. 2:25 to go.
And this is good motion from Kraft here. Level changing up and in. It seems like he's starting to kind of feel himself, building confidence.
Absolutely. Bunch of hard fakes, and you kind of saw it at the break. He feels pretty still in this match. Ross, though, so tricky. He's wrapped around that body, and Case and Kraft still needing to find another opening. Minute 55 to go. Back in a really familiar position here with Kraft trying to advance forward and Ross defending with this underhook, and they're going to come back to their feet. And both these guys so comfortable wrestling from a knee that there's not a huge significant value in taking ground because you're going to end up grounded either way.
They've spent a lot of time in this over-under position, either on the feet or on their knees. You see Ross dropping down to that knee.
Yeah, that over-under position. Oh, wow, little go behind attempt, but look at this. It's Ross in on a single leg. Can he get all the way around behind? Minute 18 to go, and he's got the leg extended now, close to the edge. They're gonna go out of bounds, grounded. I was gonna say, I think that over-under position probably favors Ross, as if Kraft was gonna have a clear way to score there, he probably would have figured it out by now.
Yeah, Ross is looking for that underhook every time Kraft approaches him to jump into that front headlock. When Ross drops down to his knees, punching that right side underhook.
And if you're a fan at home, you might be saying, man, Ross isn't doing much. But guess what? He's got a 6-2 lead. He doesn't have to.
Nope. And in freestyle, you get warned a lot for wrestling on that knee, but he's dropping down and immediately Kraft is engaging him, right? So that makes it difficult. If they were both on their knees, or excuse me, if Ross was on his knees but they weren't engaged in front headlock, there he is going to get dinged for wrestling on his knee. Caution and 1 for Kraft.
Yeah, and you saw, you know, a little protest there from Turner Ross in the corner, but still in good position here. And both guys on the knee, like you said, and it makes it a hard sell for Kraft.
This is a good position for Ross here, right? Even if you don't get this takedown, you're burning a lot of clock.
100%. Kraft clamped on that elbow, but not a lot of a solution, you know, to that problem. Kraft trying to move laterally one way than the other, and caution and 1, and Hayeswinkle frustrated.
And now it's a little interesting. Only 9 seconds to go.
Can Kraft find his way to a takedown? Behind. Nothing yet. Quad pod.
3, 2, 1. Time.
Did he get it at the end?
I don't think so.
And obviously, if you're blue, you got to throw the brick. Now, criteria would
still go Ross.
It would, yeah, because Ross had 3 2-pointers, correct?
Yes.
So this is a little bit immaterial, it appears, but they're going to look at it anyway. Sneak a peek. All right, we're going to get, I don't know if we're going to get a look at what they're looking at here, but I am curious what they're going to find.
And what they're going to look at is, did his knee touch? Did Ross's knee touch? And it might have.
I kind of thought it did at the beginning, but that still won't give criteria to Kraft. Will it? Yeah, Turner Ross is still going to win this match.
Yeah, red has criteria.
So, Case and Kraft ties the match. Turner Ross gets the win.
Kraft doesn't know. He thinks he won.
Yeah, he got the takedown, and Hayeswinkle frustrated, but
Kraft still thinks he won.
yeah, this is one of those situations where these guys don't know the criteria. And Kraft, excuse me, just figured out that he got the takedown but still lost on criteria. And his coaches they're yelling at the officials, but that's just the criteria.
Right.
That's just what it is.
3 2-pointers.
So this is still an age level event, you know, regardless of how high the level is, and there's still learning to do on all sides, and there it is. So in the end, it's the win for Turner Ross. Dramatic match, and you understand why for Casey Kraft. He got that takedown at the end, wasn't enough. Awesome match. Farnsworth was 7th in the U15 World Team Trials and a national prep runner-up. Also made the Ironman finals. This should be a good one. Here we go, 113 pounds in the red, Ryland Seacrist. In the blue, Justin Farnsworth. I had Farnsworth's semifinal and his quarterfinal. Man, this is a stingy wrestler. Very, very tough to score on. JD, did you get a chance to watch Seacrist at all in any of the matches you called?
Yeah, I had his either quarter or semifinal. Just really sound.
A lot of these matches in the late rounds at 113 have been pretty tactical. And I wouldn't be surprised if this one's the same way.
Farnsworth, I believe, getting warned there for being down in a three-point stance and not engaging.
Got a chance to see a Justin Farnsworth workout in Pennsylvania just a few weeks ago when we were covering the first day of recruiting. We were out there with the Bachman family, and they bring a bunch of the toughest wrestlers in the area together, and Farnsworth was one of those. Good level change fake there from Seacrist. Seacrist now pulling Farnsworth down. Farnsworth's the one who's been warned for passivity, and Seacrist continuing to make his case to put Farnsworth on the clock.
And one thing I've noticed here in Fargo and so far in these finals too, front headlock position, you have to be able to either clear your elbow out of it or find a way to score while they have elbow control. The wrestler underneath has elbow control. So many wrestlers are just getting stuck while the guy underneath grabbing elbow and holding them for a stalemate. Right here, this position.
Yeah. And especially at the lighter weights, it just seems so common where guys get stuck there. Level change there for Seacrist. Farnsworth trying to dig an underhook. He's on the clock, 15 seconds to score or give up a point.
Seacrist had the angle there for a second, just circled a little too wide, couldn't grab that leg.
Farnsworth looked for the drag there, didn't get it. Time expires, 1 point on the board for Seacrist. Nice shot, Farnsworth. He's in deep, and now Seacrist adjusts. He's got that leg, now switches to the crotch lock, and he's got Farnsworth's neck all bent up. Farnsworth better position now.
Yeah, it's tough to hit a crotch lock with your opponent's head underneath your leg like that.
Absolutely. And you know, that's one of the things about Fargo. You see some of these guys able to hit it in the early rounds against a guy who's maybe not as experienced, but you get somebody as good as Farnsworth, it's just not going to happen. Seacrist now being warned for passivity. First warning for him. That'll do it for the first period. Just 1-0, and I think neither guy probably feels real comfortable right now.
No, I mean, Farnsworth had the best attack of the period, but even then wasn't able to finish, score any points. I expect to see these two open up a little bit in the second period. You see that a lot. First period's a feeling out process. Gather some data, go back, talk with your coaches, execute in the second. And a lot of times once one takedown comes up, they really start to flow from there too.
Yeah, once
guys open up.
Yes, once you find the thing that works, you just go back to that well. We'll see if one of these guys can find the thing that works in the second period.
If no points are scored here pretty soon, gotta imagine Seacrist will go on the shot clock.
Farnsworth in deep on the leg, and this is a pretty decent position to score. Seacrist trying to switch to this belly whizzer, trying to work for a turn, and Farnsworth needs to finish this takedown. If they go out of bounds, they're going to be grounded, and now Farnsworth trying to bring it up. Seacrist attacks that ankle, and they're up to the mat. 1 point on the step out, and the Ohio corner asked him for grounded, but
he's going to get it. White paddled.
That's what they're going to say is grounded. Farnsworth maybe could have taken another couple seconds to bring Seacrist all the way up to his feet. Didn't do it. That's one of those positions where it is hard to, but it pays to be really savvy. You got to get that guy clearly out of parterre before you take him out of bounds.
And it can be tough too, especially with a guy like Seacrist, who you saw him fighting in defensively when Farnsworth was on his leg. You don't want to stand up and really pressure in and expose your ankles getting caught.
Now Seacrist close to the step out. Farnsworth circles in. That was close. And shot clock going to expire, and it's going to make it 1-1. Farnsworth now leads on criteria. Shots, and Seacrist going to get at least one on the step out, maybe two, maybe four. Four offered, 2, 4 confirmed. So 5-1, and we may see a brick here. Zach Ray in the Pennsylvania corner throws the brick.
So what they're going to look at is what was the angle of Farnsworth's back when he landed.
Yeah, and I mean sometimes they even decide there's too many steps for continuation as a one-pointer. So there's really, this could be 1, it could be 2, or it could be 4. And if it's 4, then it's actually 5 because of the failed challenge. I think they're going to probably...
That looks like 4
They're going to stick with what they have, you know? So just 2? Oh, just 1? So it's a 2-1 match.
Shows how much I know.
Good challenge from Zach Ray. Do you think it matters who's throwing the challenge brick in these matches?
I don't think so.
That's good. I think it might. 2-1, and very different match. If it was 6-1, then Farnsworth would have a very different job to do, but now he can be surgical. He needs 1 point some way, somehow.
Seacrist keeping distance by pawing at the head, posting.
Seacrist just needs to stay in good position. 50 seconds to go. Little shot, that dump attempt. We've seen that throughout these finals, and Farnsworth looks for a re-attack, can't get it. Shot, Seacrist, he's in good position. That's a 4-pointer, no doubt.
No doubt about that one. Farnsworth wants a slip.
He said he's slippery, but being slippery is part of wrestling sometimes. 41 seconds to go. $30 to go. Farnsworth needs something big. Takedown to turn. And Seacrist putting on good pressure here. Shot, Farnsworth. Oh, Seacrist kicks out. Short time left. It's going to be Ryland Seacrist from Ohio, your Fargo champion at 113 pounds, and he stuck with it. It was a 1-point match, and the 4-point sequence at the end was what he needed. Ryland Seacrist getting it done, JD.
Really impressive from start to finish. Showed off his offense, his defense, and everything.
Absolutely, and Justin Farnsworth, incredible career ahead of him. Can't wait to see. Sants coming into this tournament, moving up from 113, where he was ranked 2nd in the country. And Zinkin entering this tournament ranked 16th at 120. Zinkin committed to Oklahoma State. Sants going into his junior year, not yet committed, and we're underway. Cam Sants in the red, Rockland Zinkin in the blue. Sants working from a 2-on-1. Woo.
Zinkin caught off balance there.
Yeah,
able to recover.
He was all in on clearing that tie, and no harm, no foul. 30 seconds gone by. Nice shot from Zinkin. Look for that low-level attack. Couldn't quite get to it. Sans defended. Zinkin looking for a step out. 1 point. Nice attack there. Well timed, and Zinkin takes the early lead in this match.
And this official not messing around. We saw a lot of knee time in our 106 final. That's not going to happen here.
Yeah, a little behind the scenes. A lot of times, you know, these officials are still learning, and you'll hear one of the, oh, nice shot, Zinkin. Pause the ref talk while he works for a finish. Locked on the single, and Sans with a whizzer. Now Sans not going to be able to defend. Zinkin extends his lead. It's 3-0. And what's Zinkin going to do here on top? He's looking for a turn. Come back to their feet. But as I was saying, a lot of times you'll hear the more experienced officials in a match where you see guys wrestle from their knees. Another shot, Zinkin. He does not want me to finish this anecdote. And he's looking for a dump. He's going to get a takedown. Can he get a trapped arm? He's got a lock.
This is trouble. This is trouble for Sans.
There's one turn, 2 more will end this match. He's got plenty of time. One more turn, another one ends it. He goes back the other way. And Rockland Zinkin, look at that.
Hit him with the jumper.
Shooting the jumper. Rockland Zinkin wins it. Give this man his stop sign at 120 pounds.
Well, he looks great.
Looking great. Incredible finals performance.
I am too. This one's going to be a fun one.
126 pounds underway in the red. Antonio Mills of Georgia in the blue. Nicholas Garcia of Illinois, and Mills getting a stern talking to 3 seconds into the match. A second attention for hands to the face, and third attention is probably going to be a caution and 1. Shot Mills, and Garcia has just been incredibly hard to score on throughout this tournament. I've seen guys get 95% of the way to a takedown, and Garcia avoid that and even a lot of times turn that into his own points. Mills looking to bully him around, popping those shoulders, looking for a shot, looks for the step out, and it's going to be Garcia putting him on his back for 2, out of bounds, and that's what I'm talking about. All that action towards the edge was Mills. Garcia turned it on him, got the takedown.
Playing a little head games here.
Absolutely, and tell you what, Illinois always with an incredible coaching staff. Garcia, oh, that looked like a step out, was really close to it. Is this going to be grounded or is this going to be 1? How are they going to call this? Mills trying to finish a takedown, out of bounds. 1 red offered and confirmed. It's going to make it a 2-1 match. I mentioned the Illinois coaching staff, always tough. We got a couple of former world teamers. Max Nowry, Greco multi-time world teamer, and Zane Richards. And that's going to be caution and 1. That's the 3rd attention for Mills for the hands to the face, and Mills already frustrated, looking over to his corner, trying to get some insights from Chip Ness.
You can be frustrated, but you've been more than twice. You got to know, okay, I can't do that anymore, or I have to be obviously not in his eyes, more up in the hair.
Absolutely, and the impact on the match is, if you're frustrated, how are you going to focus on wrestling to win? And now he's in a shot. Garcia, this is where he's really tough. These types of scrambles, he's reaching for that far leg. Mills trying to advance through the position, and now Garcia is lifted and locked. 2 points for Garcia. Mills coming up to his feet. Mills wants something big here. He's capable of it, but Garcia is so tough to score on. 5-1 lead now for Garcia, and they're going to come back to their feet. And that is like carbon copy to what I saw Garcia do against Villaseñor. Ignacio would be in deep on these attacks, lift him part of the way up off the mat, and then Garcia attacks that ankle, turns it into his own points.
It was the same thing in his quarterfinal that I called against Sidhu. Immediately, you get in deep, he's sitting that corner, he's trying to lock in the crotch or grab your foot.
He has really figured some things out in terms of his stinginess and turning those into points for this tournament, and it is paying off for him in a big way. Shot Mills, and now looking for a go behind. Garcia attacks the wrist. Garcia looking to score, and Mills still holding on to that foot. Garcia, 2 offered. Will it be confirmed? And it is confirmed.
Oh.
7-1.
I don't know if I love that call, but we saw that call. Where was it? U20 World Team Trials Finals. I'm blanking on.
Was it
Aiden Valencia?
and Bo Basset?
And Bo Basset, yes.
Mills wanted the brick, but that's one of those positions that's going to be I'm going to be curious what they do here, because Garcia did come around, cover those hips, even though Mills was still holding on to that other
That's
leg.
what they said in the Valencia Basset call, was that he covered hips.
So let's take another look at the action here. Oh, that was an earlier position. And
The word they used was he was in prone position, flat, hips were on top.
And
so it didn't matter that he had his leg. That's what they said for Valencia Basset.
that's what I think they may say here too. And if that's the case, it's 8-1.
Decision mat number 2. The red athlete is prone. Hips
Prone.
covered. Total control. 2 points blue. Challenge is lost.
I don't like that they use the term total control, but prone, hips covered, clear. So it's 8-1, lost challenge, 30 seconds to go. And Antonio Mills was a big favorite coming into this one. He found himself in a 7-point hole with 25 seconds to go in the first period. Looked like a step out. 1 red for Mills on the step out. Got that point. It's now 8-2, 7 seconds to go. Antonio Mills heading to the corner, as is Nicholas Garcia. A lot of great action in that first period. 10 points on the board, and I don't know, this is, other than the tech at 120, this is one of the first action-packed finals that we've seen from start to finish in the first period.
Mm-hmm.
And here's that call that got reviewed. And we're going to come back to the center. Oh, there's some drama on the 16U mat. Big move.
Big move, topless fans.
Yeah, those dudes were totally popping top. Back to action, 6-2. Mills with work to do. Nicholas Garcia in the lead.
Mills looking to work with that elbow control on the right side, wrist control on the left side.
A lot of these elite high school wrestlers are used to just being able to dominate their way to points, and there's a shot. 2 for Mills. He's got the knees together. Can he keep this lace? 2 more. Can he go back the other way? Mills, dog on a bone with this lace. Head between the legs lace, looking for it. And now Garcia going to wrestle through the position, out of bounds, 8-6.
Now we got ourselves a ball game.
Absolutely. And what I was going to say is, these really elite guys, they don't always have to work for the point in the same way that like an NCAA D1 guy does, where you got to finish it 100% of the way. Garcia makes you do that. Mills has got to figure out if he can do that here. He's got 2 minutes and change to work, just now down by 2 points. A takedown, I believe, would give Mills the lead on criteria. Both guys with a couple 2-pointers, a couple 1-pointers. Mills with wrist control, gets to the leg, looking for at least a step out. Now looking for a go behind, and when this thing gets to the mat, tends to favor Garcia. Garcia still with control on that elbow. Mills, though, he's got the ankle. Can he come around behind, work for the takedown? He's getting closer. Garcia trying to catch that leg. He's caught it momentarily, going out of bounds. Garcia still blocking the takedown from happening. Minute 22 to go. Now Garcia with a better bite on that elbow. And that is the difficulty of wrestling Nicolas Garcia.
Right. And that's a clip I would like to show younger wrestlers about not giving up go-behinds, right? Just stay gritty, hold on to that elbow, move, 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 stay in front.
Now Mills has a decision to make about what attack he wants to use next. A minute to go. And Garcia's staying a little more upright in his stance. Kind of wonder if both guys are feeling the fatigue a little bit. Shot, Mills. He's in on the leg. He's locked on it. He's going to get one on the step out. 7 points on the board. Still trails by 1. And I believe Mills still needs 2 for the lead on criteria.
Garcia was angry about interlocking fingers, I believe, but Coach Shane Richards chirped at him and said, don't worry about that. Get back to the center wrestle.
Yeah, they're not calling that midway through an attack. If you don't like it, this is where you got to signal it. And attention for interlocking fingers. Georgia crowd hates that call, but the first attention for that particular offense. So those hands to the face attentions, those don't carry over.
The hands to the face point is looming incredibly large right now, though.
It really is.
Oh.
Mills throws him by. Mills close to the takedown, nothing yet. There it is. Out of bounds. 9-8. Antonio Mills in the lead, 9-8.
And we've seen Garcia be able to be defensive throughout most of this match. Right now he has to go and get his points with 15 seconds to go. What can he do offensively?
Mills in on a shot. Now Garcia looking to score. He's got the leg. Can he work for a turn? 7 seconds to go. Nicolas Garcia trying to elevate. Antonio Mills putting himself in good position, and Mills, I believe, gonna hang on. It was close. 2 offered.
Whoa,
no way.
Whoa.
No way. 2 offered, not confirmed. Antonio Mills gets it done. Big flex for the crowd, jumps into his coach's arms, and we're gonna have a challenge, which really just means we'll get a chance to look at that action again and make sure we didn't, they didn't see something we missed, but Antonio Mills doing the break symbol. I don't know if that's exactly what happened, but I believe he got the win.
Yes, he did. He did come back for the win. Really good second period for Antonio Mills. Figured some things out, figured out how to finish against Garcia, which he wasn't able to do in the first.
And one thing I learned about Antonio Mills in the US Open, he loves to celebrate a win. And you know what? Go celebrate. I love this.
I do too.
Man, that Georgia fan base fired up for Antonio Mills.
Should have mentioned earlier too, but great singlet battle here between Illinois and Georgia. The Devil went down to Georgia, and a famous Chicago dog, Du Fargo. Even though they're committed, they're headed on, probably already in their college town, living and training, maybe taking classes.
I like to see it too. And by the way, we saw both Cortez twins with another job here. They're warming Vito up for his wrestle off with Jax Forrest. And we're underway in the red, Isaiah Cortez in the blue, Moses Mendoza. More familiar than probably any other opponents. And there's Cortez in deep on an attack. Mendoza, though, defends with a whizzer. Cortez trying to work from short offense. Up to their feet and clear the position. 2.5 minutes to go. No points, but really a little more action than you might expect from teammates. Hard fake there from Mendoza. Now that baseball bat grip. And Cortez 2-on-1.
And he's just grabbing onto that arm and not letting go, making life difficult for Mendoza.
I've seen both the Cortez brothers have plenty of success in Greco. Those upper body ties are definitely strengths for Isaiah Cortez. Mendoza, solid leg attacks. He's also really tricky with guys in on a leg. He can work for turns from parterre when somebody's pretty deep on a single, which I'm sure Isaiah Cortez is well aware of. Little ankle pick attempt there from Cortez, and it's going to be Cortez warned for passivity with 1:44 to go in the first. Shot Cortez, nice quick finish. 2 points on that exposure, and Mendoza up to his feet. And Mendoza turns and faces. Hard fake there. Mendoza clears the position. It's a 2-0 lead for Isaiah Cortez.
You don't see someone get blown through on a low single like that. Cortez threatened it earlier in the first. So obviously able to use it to success. Again, going back, low double this time.
Well-timed low-level double leg, and now Cortez looking for this trapped arm gut. Couldn't get the arm all the way trapped. Now switches to a low-level gut, and mentioned the Greco prowess. Cortez with a solid gut wrench. Going to be whistled dead. 4-0, 50 seconds to go, and right now it's Cortez with, you know, maybe a little big brother energy.
Maybe.
He doesn't get to be the big brother. He's normally the twin brother. 40 seconds to go. By the way, we've already seen a California champion in Rockland Zinkin. We're getting another one here, either way, at 132. Shot Mendoza. Mendoza trying to get around behind, and he's going to. It's 4-2. Moses Mendoza going to work for a turn. Cortez keeping those knees apart, and Mendoza trying to work. 15 to go.
Mentioned California, their second champ. They had an overall great tournament, finished in second place, just behind Pennsylvania in the team score.
California has had just a really fun group of wrestlers the last few years, and some of them going to be a little bit hard to replace, but you can see the youngsters getting ready to make noise on the big stage. We already saw Silva win a 16U title over on the other mat. The Silva brothers going to be a handful for Buchanan coming up, and yeah, there's going to be plenty of talent coming through California for years to come.
Shout out to Mendoza rocking the ONAV shoes, Stefan Micic, new shoes. I believe these are custom even, these green. I don't think you can get these green online. You can get purple and white.
I heard the black and green are unreleased, you know, so yeah, Mendoza first to wear them. Two-on-one for Mendoza. Shot Cortez. Now inside trip.
Wow, that was nice, but can he finish?
Mendoza still defending, nothing yet. 2 offered and confirmed, and there it is. And as these guys are scrapping, man, Cortez coming up to his feet, turning and facing. Excuse me, Mendoza turning and facing. Cortez was locked on the leg, got it back.
Coach Hayden Hidley in the corner grabbed the break for a second, was thinking about tossing it out. It was questionable, but I'm not sure if that would have been overturned.
Still 2 minutes to go. Coach Hidley wants to see a little more from Mendoza. There's a shot. Can't get it to go. It's going to be fun to see how Isaiah and Elijah Cortez fit in at Cornell. Shot Mendoza. Locked on the leg. Cortez keeping his head inside. Cortez trying to attack that hamstring. Now Mendoza gets his head outside. Cortez forces it back in. Single leg defended by Cortez's whizzer. Mendoza going to try to elevate this foot. Minute 25 to go.
This was smart to elevate here. Now he can at least get 1 point.
Absolutely, and trips. There's going to be 2. He's got a lace and out of bounds. 6-4, minute 15 to go.
Man, really tough there from Mendoza to be able to pull himself in. I thought for sure with his head across and not great position, hunched back, he just got strong and pulled himself in.
Telling that we don't have Gilroy coaches in the corner in this match. It's Robbie Smith in Cortez's corner and Hayden Hidley in Moses Mendoza's corner. Shot Cortez, he's in pretty deep. He's trying to come out the back door. Now Mendoza turns and faces. Mendoza is good here. He's got savvy defense, can look for exposures, but Cortez, very familiar in these positions, gets up to his feet, cuts it back, and now, Cortez is hurt, hits his ankle. at the break. Are we going to come back in parterre? And I believe that is going to be the case. And it'll be interesting to see if, you know, do you go right for the leg lace after this ankle and knee injury, or what do you do here? Mendoza.
Yep, he's going right after it.
Yep, going back down there. Now looking for a trapped arm. Cortez able to fight it. Cortez grimacing as he's defending in parterre. 27 seconds to go. How many times do you think they've had a down by criteria 30-second go in the room?
A lot.
22 to go. Cortez looking for an opening. Cortez advancing forward, hard fake, level change, 15 to go. Cortez looks for a shot, not there. Mendoza staying in good position. Trip attempt. Now Cortez looked for a head pinch, didn't have it tight enough. Mendoza's gonna score. Nope, it's a slip. 4 seconds to go. Super duck attempt there from Cortez. He's gonna run out of time. Not the way Mendoza wanted to win it, but he gets it done. He's getting a stop sign against a teammate and a good friend. And man, brutal to see an injury as part of a match as dramatic as this.
Yeah, a match as dramatic, as close between two teammates like that. Really tough, but today belongs to Mendoza. Wolbert's capable of big moves, and when you've got that in your back pocket, anything is possible.
And Kellen Wolbert has won this tournament before. Do not count this man out. He's an absolute beast, and seems like part of the situation for him. And there's a shot, Rainey in deep. Got the takedown. He is dangerous in parterre. Really good gut wrench. Trying to pop through. Wolbert steps over. And Wolbert looking for the exposure. Couldn't quite get it, but not many guys can defend Rainey's gut wrench. Wolbert just did.
Yeah, great fill. Knew exactly when to turn his hips and step over.
Shot Wolbert. Rainey into a chest wrap position. Wolbert trying to defend. Rainey looks to go behind. Wolbert catches the leg. Wolbert, can he come out? And he's going to get two. And now Rainey defending. Neither one of these guys willing to concede a position. And Wolbert going to get two more. And two offered for Rainey. Are they going 2-2? Yes, they are. Rainey now leads on criteria. Wolbert with his leg extended. Now Rainey back hooking the leg, and Rainey trying to come out the back door. This is a hard match to call.
Both these guys are just sending it.
Oh, man.
I told you it was going to be fireworks, and two more for Rainey on the exposure. They're not even hardly even using technique. They're just going, I'm trying to put you on your back.
Rainey tried to catch Wolbert on his back and pin him. Easier said than done. Wolbert bellies out. Now, Wolbert has that knee captured below, and you see the large knee brace on Jordan Rainey. He tore his ACL at the U17 World Championships, and this is the first big-time tournament he's been in since then. That's like 10 months ago. Of course, Jordan's twin brother, Jaden, made the senior level world team in Greco-Roman at 55 kilos. I believe he's competing overseas right now. Minute 15 to go. Wolbert taking ground and Rainey controlling that elbow. Wolbert looks for a little pancake action, and Rainey squares up. Rainey gets the step out. It's going to be 7-4. Two of the biggest gas tanks in all of high school wrestling right here. Kellen Wolbert, Jaden Rainey, look at this. Wolbert going to the body. Rainey somehow defends, and no points. Unbelievable. Looks for another step out, does Jordan Rainey. And there it is, it's 8-4, 45 seconds left to go in the first.
There was a great feel from Wolbert. Rainey looking for that slide by, and he just anticipated it, dropped down in the leg, and I'm not sure exactly what happened. It looked like he got maybe a little off balance or something. Stumbled back, not allowed Rainey to pressure forward, get the step out.
35 seconds to go. Wolbert pressuring in. Nice little duck attempt from Rainey. And what are they going to do here? 1 point Rainey on the step out. 9-4.
And if you're Wolbert, I think you try and remain calm. Don't be too worried about being down only by 5, right? Sometimes you see guys, they start to get down by a lot, they get a little panicked, start forcing some things. You are still in this match, right? You can show you can score points, especially in bunches. just take it one takedown, one step out at a time right here.
Yeah, 100%. 5 seconds to go, and you may see Wolbert just kind of stay in position. He gets to the body, and he's going to go get a little bit of instruction from Coach Mesenbrink, and that's a good voice to hear from at the break. Brooks Black in the corner for Jordan Rainey, giving him some instruction. Great to see this matchup. Both these guys actually during their high school careers have taken a little bit of time off due to injury, and so to see these guys both back and executing with such intensity is really cool. Second period underway, 9-4 lead, Jordan Rainey. Wolbert continues to hand fight hard, put pressure on the head. Rainey just continued to come forward as well.
You mentioned Coach Black in Rainey's corner.
Shot, Rainey, double leg. Wolbert tried to hip over, no points. Now Wolbert in a position to score. Can he get around behind? He's gonna get 2 on the exposure. It's 9-6.
Wow, great head cartwheel and ability not to expose. That was Spencer Lee-esque from Wolbert.
Yeah, and Coach Mesenbrink, Mitchell Mesenbrink's father, fired up over there in the corner. Liked that exchange, and I did too, man. Great work for Wolbert. Now Wolbert in on a double leg. He's gonna score it. It's 9-8. He's got the knees together. Can he work for a turn? Kellen Wolbert close to it. It's 10-9. Kellen Wolbert in the lead. A little over 2 minutes to go.
I think Rainey's getting a little tired.
I do too. And both these guys known for their gas tanks, but Jordan Rainey hasn't competed much. Definitely not against somebody this good since U17 Worlds 10 months ago.
As I was saying, you mentioned Black, Coach Black in Rainey's corner. This is the first year ever Kentucky has had 2 finalists in junior men's freestyle, with Ricketts still yet to come at 190.
Awesome work happening there. And there's a shot from Rainey. Wolbert looking for the re-attack. Now Rainey on a leg. And it's going to be 4 offered, 4 confirmed. And what looked like could have been almost a step out for Wolbert ends up a 4-pointer for Rainey. It's 13-10. We knew this was going to be a good one. I can promise you this, Wolbert is not done. Nice little snap. Rainey pushing in too much, looking for the step out. Wolbert snapped him, got around behind. It's 12-13, and Wolbert looking for a turn. Minute 17 to go, 25 points on the board already. How many more will we see in the next 75 seconds, JD? Shot, Rainey. Wolbert tried to defend with a chest wrap. He hasn't given up on it yet. Head still in the middle. Rainey wants to advance but doesn't want to get turned, and now Rainey in good position. 15-12.
And if he can stay in between these legs, he can eat a lot of clock, right? Because they're not going to stop it as long as Wolbert remains in danger.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great point. 15-12.
Wolbert can't run out of bounds here. He will get cautioned. But you know, you might be worth it.
There's the caution in 2. 17-12, and they're going to start in parterre. Caution in 2 offered, but I believe it's just, is it just caution in 1 in freestyle, and in Greco
Correct.
it's caution in 2. So it's not 17-12, it's 16-12, forced parterre. And we already mentioned Rainey has an elite gut wrench, but Wolbert's defended it. He stepped over it already.
Multiple times. He only stepped over the once, but he defended it another time as well.
And they're going to have a conference between the officials. I think they're just wanting to probably confirm that caution in 1 versus caution in 2 situation. Mentioned elite gut wrench. Speaking of elite, JD, have you noticed that the Kentucky singlets have an elite athlete mentioned on the leg of the singlet?
I have not. Who is it?
Well, on the blue singlet, the elite athlete is Muhammad Ali.
Pretty elite, yes.
The red singlet, another fantastic Kentucky athlete. What's the horse? It's one of the horses. It's a racehorse.
Oh, Secretariat?
Secretariat. It's Secretariat. So just elite athletes.
That's true.
Left and right. And here we go. Forced parterre underway. High gut wrench for Rainey. trying to put pressure forward. Wolbert defending with those legs. Rainey's locked, probably not quite as tight as he wants. Now looking for a trapped arm. .28 to go. Shot, Wolbert, he's in on that single leg. Looking for a cradle. Rainey trying to defend. Wolbert has the cradle locked.
He's gonna have to hit it multiple times.
Or pin him. 15 to go. Wolbert gonna get 2 on the exposure.
One offered.
I don't know how you go 1 there. It looked like an exposure. It's 17-14. 12 seconds to go. A 4-pointer will do it for Wolbert. He has that in his arsenal. Nice re-attack, and Rainey gets the go behind. 19-14. What an absolute war between Jordan Rainey and Kellen Wolbert. And man, nobody on this stage has laid it on the line more than these two guys.
I had high expectations. It surpassed them.
A match Muhammad Ali and Secretariat will be proud to witness. Jordan Rainey, incredible work. Kellen Wolbert, what a beast. He hasn't had the best spring, but man, he looked great tonight.
He did it in between a practice and a duel later that night. He had weigh-ins in like an hour.
That looked crazy. Here we go. Action underway, and it's in the red. Bo Basset taking on Clinton Shepard in the blue. And Basset pulling Shepard down into short offense. Shepard, dog on a bone on that elbow, and Basset clears the tie. Basset moving forward, his pace, the signature of his wrestling, but make no mistake, he's got plenty of incredible technique as well. Great motion early from Basset. Shepard, though, trying to slow things down, got the 2-on-1. Basset posting on the neck and shot. Basset was head inside, now head outside, cuts across the double leg. And Basset with the leg split, he's got the Turk. Can he get this crossface and pull Shepard across for an exposure? He's gonna get 2. And Basset trying to settle in for the fall. Shepard fighting it. Lots of time to work, and Basset wants a pin. That's a lot of force.
Not able to get back to a defensible position, as they say. So still just 4-0, but Basset just getting mean. If he can grab that back ankle and kind of bow the back a little bit, he might be able to get this fall. And if he can lift with that foot,
he's getting
elevated.
Close,
there
and that's all he needed. Bo Basset with the fall in the Fargo finals. Big clap from Bo Basset. He's fired up, and we talked about Jordan Rainey getting a golden ticket. Bo Basset, not a lot more obvious golden ticket recipients than him. Fired up, shakes hands with John Morrison and Andrew Howe, and celebrates in the corner with his dad and Jody Stripmatter. Awesome work from Bo Basset. And we'll take a look at some of the Georgia final. And we've already seen
the second one of the night.
Yeah, we've already seen Antonio Mills in the finals. All right, action underway. Logan Paradise in the red, Dallas Russell in the blue, both Georgians. Paradise a little more credentialed. Both guys extremely tough, deserving. Shot, Paradise, Russell, good sprawl.
They did go out of bounds, and we have 1 point step out for red. Challenge is 1.
Paradise trying to clear out of this front headlock position while Russell tries to pull him down to the mat. Referee's gonna have to break him up.
A little familiarity here and not a ton of action so far.
There's a little shot attempt from Paradise.
mentioned Paradise maybe a little more credentialed. He was third at Super 32 in the fall, which tough to do. Russell going to be warned for passivity. First warning for him, so nobody's on the clock just yet. Russell
maybe seeing some stars a little bit.
Yeah.
Took a shot, bonked heads. See Paradise rubbing out the top of his head.
Medical staff going to take a look, make sure he's okay. And
Quick look.
Yeah, quick conversation. Paradise now going to be put on the clock. Both guys have been warned for passivity. Paradise now hit twice. .50 to go. And that clock going to expire, so Dallas Russell takes the first lead of the match, 1-0.
Russell definitely wants to operate from space.
Yeah, absolutely. Paradise trying to close the gap, and now an underhook for Russell. Short time left here in this first period. JD, you spent a little time out on the Fargo black market. What are the Devil Went Down to Georgia singlets going for these days?
You know, I went early, so I don't know, but I gotta imagine they're a pretty hot commodity.
Yeah, it's a unique design. It's a year, you know, they haven't done that one yet this year. Kids love the flames, from what I understand.
You know how those looking? You just reply with the fire emoji.
Yeah, it's easy. All right, not much to report on in the first period. Just 1 point on the expired activity clock. See if Paradise can respond in the second.
Russell is very explosive. Like I said, he kind of likes to operate from space, and then he likes to pounce. Blaster you on a double, something like that.
Russell does that double shoulder pop. And in his semifinal, the officials actually told him, don't do that anymore. They told him, like, they give him a couple of tensions. You can't do that anymore. So used to see Jordan Oliver do that a lot, and he didn't really get ever told not to do it, I don't think. But they don't like it when Russell's doing it. He's now on the clock, so he's got 24 seconds to score or give up the lead on criteria. It's going to be an attention against Russell for hands to the face. Shot Paradise. There's the point for Paradise on the expired clock, and it's 1-1. Attention against Paradise for hands to the face. This match is as close to even as you get in terms of the cautions, the attentions, the everything. Really interested to see the first committed attack here in this match.
Yeah, a lot of times you know, you'll see a boring first period, but then pretty quickly after the break it picks up. This one is still taking its time.
Yeah. A lot of respect between these two guys, it appears. Shot, Russell.
Oh, no. I thought we were going to go off the stage there for a second. And it looks like Paradise might have bit his lip.
Yeah, so good challenge. That means Paradise still winning on criteria. The future Northern Iowa Panther getting back to it. Trying to hold on to his lead against the future Sooner. And Dallas Russell needs to find his way to a point. And now Paradise going to go on the activity clock. So Paradise needs a point. Doesn't matter if it's now or later, but he needs a point, and there's a shot.
How about
Paradise
now?
with a 4, and he's got him in a headlock. Deep. Paradise trying to settle in, work for the fall.
Yep, just has to sit his hips through, elevate this head. He can wait here for a whole minute.
He's not going to need to. Logan Paradise with a fall in the Fargo finals. He went on the activity clock and turned off the activity clock pretty quickly. Logan Paradise, incredible performance in the end. Had to deal with a little blood to do it, but Logan Paradise, just an awesome, awesome ending to an all-Georgia final. You're gonna watch. Action underway, 157 pounds. David Gleason in the red, taking on Wyatt Medlin in the blue. Medlin, just an incredible hand fighter, and a lot of his matches end up being a little bit low scoring at the beginning, but his hand fight tends to wear on guys, and he opens them up later in the match. But obviously David Gleason's gonna have something to say about it here at 157. Gleason from Staley, Missouri. Won the Southern Plains Regional earlier this year, and he's going to be warned for passivity first. And this has been a hallmark of a lot of Medlin's matches. I've watched 3 or 4 in this tournament, and he gets those guys put on the clock. He is the definition of a international styles wrestler, a freestyler, a Greco guy. He knows how to hand fight, stay in the middle. He knows exactly what the officials are looking for, and he wrestles that way.
Heavy snap there.
Yeah, hard snap, forced the shot from Gleason and looked for that re-attack.
That's passivity on Medlin. Next one, either way, will be activity clock. Gleason really sticking to that 2-on-1 wrist control.
Yeah, doing a good job in this hand fight, which, you know, that's what a lot of people have a lot of trouble with against Medlin. Gleason into a single leg. He's in position to score. He's going to get a takedown on the edge.
You know, it's a great, perfectly timed re-attack off of Medlin's fakes. That's something I say a lot is when you think re-attack, you think of off of someone's shot. You can re-attack fakes just as well, though.
Talked about the tactics of Medlin, but Gleason with Keegan O'Toole in his corner, not a lot of better tacticians to consult with before a Fargo final. Medlin, though, still just a hard hand fight. Looks for the leg. Hard snap attempt there. Medlin pulls him down and looking for that leg. Gleason attacking the wrist. Really smart adjustment there from Gleason to attack that wrist. Slowed Medlin down. .30 to go. Gleason 2-on-1. Medlin clears it. Snap. Medlin now looking for a head pinch. He's good in this position. Medlin threatening here. 10 seconds to go. Will he go for it? 5 seconds left now. Medlin snapping, looking to go around behind. Gonna bail on the position. Didn't want to sell out on that head pinch or get caught in his back, and it's 2-0. Medlin cornered by his dad, Brian Medlin, and Zane Richards, senior world team member. By the way, on the mic, it's David Bray, joined here by JD Rader, and pumped to be calling these finals with you, JD.
It's been a great set so far.
Yeah, a lot of good action.
Don't forget our ipso facto main event of the evening, 285, so no reason to leave
Nice.
this entire finals.
Nice snap there from Medlin, but he's going to end up circling his way out of bounds. Gleason gets the point on the step out. And yeah, 285 is going to be electric. Top two guys in the country to cap it off. 2-on-1 for Medlin. Marching forward, Medlin looks for the shot. Gleason gets the leg back. Hard snap, Medlin, Gleason look for a little duck action. You get the sense that Gleason maybe getting a little worn down by the hand fight, but he gets it on the leg. Medlin now locked through the crotch. Can Medlin elevate? Head is outside, and if Medlin can drive on these feet, he'd be able to do it, but Gleason controlled that other foot, got it off the mat. So 3-0, 2:11 to go. Get the sense this hand fight starting to wear on Gleason a little bit. When Medlin gets those collar ties, Gleason is just level changing and trying to get out of there. Hard snap, Medlin. Can he turn it into points? Another snap, Gleason looks for the leg. Nice adjustment from Gleason. 2 on the edge, 5-0 the lead. And this is just great wrestling and great adjustments from Gleason. And for Gleason, not just great adjustments in the match, but I mean, great adjustments on the whole. Junior duels, he took a couple losses. Now here he is in the Fargo finals with a 5-point lead. Shot, Medlin, Gleason around behind. Another takedown, it's 7-0.
Yeah, Medlin got a little extended there, went all the way to his hip. Hard to defend when you're on your hip. Not a very athletic position.
Gleason's got Medlin out of his wheelhouse here. Minute 15. What does Medlin have left? 2-on-1, driving forward. Gleason circles in, not conceding anything so far. Shot, Medlin, best attack he's had. Medlin comes up to his feet, looks to trip, and Gleason runs out of bounds.
That's probably going to be caution in one
plus a caution in one, you're right. 7-2. Yeah, Gleason hustled out of bounds there.
And restarting parterre, no?
He should be.
Yep. This is big. Medlin's pretty good, parterre. No, no parterre.
Brian Medlin wanting to make sure they started at parterre. He throws the challenge break.
No, I think he wants 2.
Oh, he wants a takedown and the caution in one. Is that what he wants?
Yes.
So, what do you think about this challenge here, JD?
You're down on points. I don't know, it didn't look like a takedown to me.
Looked like he went out of bounds at quad pod. Yeah. Okay, so kind of worst case scenario there, but 8-2. Either way, Medlin with a lot of ground to make up. Medlin needs 6 points, and Gleason going to get around behind. It's 10-2. Medlin having to take a risk he probably wouldn't have otherwise. Down by 6 and now down by 8, 32 seconds to go.
And if you're Medlin now, you're either looking for a 4 or a transition. Takedown to turn.
Absolutely, and Medlin trying to dig an underhook. He wants to go big. And Gleason out of bounds, caution in one as well. And so
now you could be looking for a third caution.
One more caution is going to end this match. Gleason's got to be aware of that.
Right. If you're Medlin, just sprint at him, basically.
Yeah, shot Gleason. Medlin's going to turn him 10-6. Gleason holding on to that leg. 5 seconds to go. David Gleason going to hold on to the leg. Wyatt Medlin frustrated. But it's David Gleason getting it done. And man, you see that every year. A graduate getting ready to go to college who turns up and has the best performance of his high school career. That was David Gleason today. Fired up. He's going to be a Missouri Tiger in the fall. And just awesome work from David Gleason.
Yeah.
Uncommitted and really curious to see where recruiting takes him. Action underway in the red. Melvin Miller in the blue. Sullivan Ramos. And hard snap there for Miller. Miller looking for that ankle pick, and Ramos underhook. Miller gets to a double leg. There's that chest wrap. Ramos is good here. And 2 and 2 offered. Miller attacking this bottom foot.
No points for, okay, the 2 did go up for Miller.
Yeah, 2 and 2. Miller leads on criteria. Took a while to sort that out, but that's what I'm talking about with Ramos and the threats he presents. He's so good from that head pinch chest wrap situation. Little duck attempt there from Miller. He doesn't want his head underneath Ramos. He's felt the pressure already. .209 to go in the first. Miller to a single leg and gonna run Ramos off the mat. Ankle pick. Miller gets to the body, has it locked. And
oh, taking out the clock.
Man, they're off the mat. That was an incredible lat whip from Ramos. It was way out of bounds. No way Ramos gets any points out of that, but great testament to his lat whip.
The crowd wants Ramos to get some points for it.
Ramos wants points. He's not going to get them, but we need to take another look at this because it was awesome action. By the time Ramos got to the lat whip, they were so far out of bounds, but you'll see it. Awesome stuff. Miller had him out of bounds, and then there's that lat whip way out of bounds. This dude is dangerous.
He is. You mentioned it, and he's already put it on display so far this match.
And they're giving the challenge brick back.
Hopefully.
Miller has another point on the board, so that seems to indicate a failed challenge, which would mean surprising that the blue corner would get the brick back. I'm confused about what just happened in that challenge. Why does the blue corner have the brick back while they're still reviewing the sequence?
I'm not sure. Maybe they were unable to review. Did something get messed up?
All right, 4-2. Miller leads. Ankle pick attempt there from Miller. Maybe a little more of an ankle pick fake. He didn't commit to it. Shot Miller, great angle on this one. See how Ramos defends. Trip and
Just
one. Yep. 5-2 and Miller looks hurt.
Uh-oh.
So 5-2 Miller. He added a point on that last step out. Now 70 seconds to go in the first. Both the 2 times Miller's been in the Junior Fargo finals, he's had opponents that you maybe wouldn't have predicted, but that have put up serious, serious fights. Snap attempt there. Miller now underneath, and Ramos pretty good from here. Formidable chest wrap. There's that chest wrap. He wants Miller to pressure in, and Miller knows that. 20 to go. Restart with 19 seconds left. Official telling Melvin Miller to get off the knee, come back to his feet. He does. Now 5 seconds left in this first period. We'll head to the corners. Sullivan Ramos has already shown off some of the weapons that he has.
Speaking on Wisconsin natives who maybe didn't expect to make the Fargo finals. Remember a couple years ago, Ben Kaczynski, I believe he was he a lacrosse commit?
Yes, the D3 wrestler. Yeah, knocked off #1 Chase Horn in the Fargo finals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it happens. Seems to happen more often when it's a Wisconsin guy involved. We've seen the dangerous counters from Ramos. We'll see what he has from an offensive standpoint.
Miller likes that kind of swim to the ankle. He likes a wide single where he goes way to the outside and pulls himself in.
There's that little misdirection attempt. Couldn't get to it. Now he's in on a single. Gonna try to elevate, and 4 points for Melvin Miller. Ramos went to the well maybe one too many times, couldn't get it. Actually, it was only 2 confirmed, so 7-2. It was 4 offered on the mat, but only 2 confirmed by the judge and chair. Now Miller gonna see what he can do in parterre, and they're gonna whistle it dead. 7-2. Miller looked over in the corner, and he wanted 4. Only gonna get the 2. Attention. Was that an attention on Miller? She raised the red hand, but it seemed like to be looking at Ramos. Not sure what the call was there.
Challenge 1.
Shot Miller.
Had to use a second effort to get there. Now Ramos able to get those legs back. Miller keeping that right hand up, preventing Ramos from running behind, and now he's in good position to finish.
Got the takedown, he has the knees together. Ramos fighting that bottom elbow, and there's gonna be another turn. So that should be 13-2, I believe. And there's another one. 13-2, officially now Melvin Miller gets the tech.
Bishop McCourt just won 2 Fargo titles basically simultaneously.
That is crazy. Jaden O'Farrell winning over there on the 16U mat. That's a huge upset over Salasarni. And Melvin Miller with the tech over Sullivan Ramos. Big moment, and Melvin Miller looking over at Jaden O'Farrell. These guys are going to celebrate in the middle of the mat. That is incredible. You don't see that too often. Line. Action underway. 175 pounds. Singer, by the way, a PIAA champion this year. Won a really tough Pennsylvania State tournament. He's in on a shot, head underneath the knee, trying to come around behind. He's got the takedown. Looked for the leg lace, wasn't able to convert.
Good start to the match for Singer.
He has just looked awesome this weekend. Great transitions, takedown to turn. I mentioned Singer, Pennsylvania state champ. Ontiveros, runner-up in California, single class state, pardon me.
Singer's gone pin 10-0, 10-0, 10-0, pin 10-0 to make it here to the finals.
He's looked fantastic, and he's on another shot. Finishes 4-0, and now looking to convert on this leg lace.
That looks tight. I'm surprised he hasn't really started running his feet yet.
Yeah, knees are together.
I guess didn't have his forearm interweaved in between the ankles like a lot of guys like. He got closer with the transition that time though.
Shot Ontiveros, he's in deep. Singer defending well, locked through the crotch and putting a lot of pressure. Now head comes out for Ontiveros. Singer in pretty good position to finish this if he can get on top. Ontiveros captures that foot and two offered.
It's confirmed.
Yeah, it is confirmed. 6-0, and Singer now in a real folk style leg ride position and trying to get a turn. Oh, he's looking for.
That's tight.
That is brutal.
Oh.
And now a trapped arm. Wow, he's so close to it. There it is. Nicholas Singer, the tech in the Fargo finals in the first period. And by the way, Nick Singer, one of the nicest people I've seen.
He's almost like, sorry I had to do that.
He just murders people and then says, hey, I love you, man. Great job. Singer looking for something from Zach Ray. I think it's a t-shirt. Got it now. Nicholas Singer, part of the Faith Christian program that was the #1 team in the country this year for high school wrestling, and he's got a Fargo. How dare you?
I don't know, man. Maybe I need to be fact checked on that.
He could. For all I know, he's a Kentucky native.
Also, pretty sure he took steroids.
Unknowingly. He is not culpable for that. Action underway, 190 pounds. Jarrett Watson of Minnesota in the red taking on Lucas Ricketts in the blue. He's out of Kentucky. Ricketts taking ground. 2-on-1 for Watson. Watson and Ricketts now. Watson in on a shot. Can he finish? Really great attack, and Ricketts turns back in. Watson locked, and now Ricketts, if he can elevate, likely going to score. No points.
Watson is a guy with big move potential. I called his semifinal, and I think he had 3 4-pointers, if I remember correctly.
That was against a tough opponent in Michael White. So you know he's capable of big things. Ricketts trying to stay in good position.
Yeah, the final on that one was 21-8.
Man. Watson with elbow control, and now he's got the elbows together. This may be trying to set up one of those 4-pointers you mentioned, and that's going to be a first passivity warning against Watson. Shot, Watson, Ricketts, good counter. Step out, first point of the match. Goes to Lucas Ricketts.
Yeah, great timing on that reattack. You can tell that wasn't even, he didn't even process that reattack in his brain. It was just instinct because he's probably drilled it a million times.
Absolutely. Action slowing a little here. 45 seconds to go in the first. Ricketts has demonstrated a really strong ability to counter attack. And wow, a little throw by. Ricketts around behind. Knee touches what looked like it was close. Touched again. There's two. 3-point lead. It's 3-0. 24 seconds left. See what Ricketts has on top in parterre.
The feel on Ricketts must be unreal. The timing was perfect for that slide by.
Great work there from Ricketts. That'll do it for the first period. 3-0 lead. And Coach Paulson over there already got some thoughts on adjustments Watson can make, and it's a good voice to hear from between periods.
Yeah, Paulson's had some Fargo champions in his day.
Yeah, he's got to be up there on the list of Fargo champs he's coached compared to other coaches. Ricketts down in a low stance. Watson trying to pick up his hand fight, find an opening. Ricketts gets to an underhook and taking some ground.
There was good motion from Watson, and then Ricketts did a good job of slowing it down by getting to that underhook. If I'm Watson, I go back to that. Clubs, fakes, this stuff right here.
Absolutely. Ricketts clearly strong in this hand fight. Little slide by attempt there for Watson. Look for a re-attack, now does it again. Ricketts, great feel like you mentioned, JD, and adjusts through all of Watson's varied attacks.
Watson's firing from the outside when he commits, but I think if he goes back to those fakes and gets Ricketts a little off balance on his toes, that's when you fire off the good attack.
Yeah, I agree. Ricketts taking ground and close to the step out. Watson staying in momentarily. Ricketts can't get that foot all the way out.
He's hanging out here. There he circles back in.
Nice snap for Watson. Can he convert on this head pinch? And there's gonna be a takedown on the edge. And now a gut wrench. Just like that, it's 4-3. Watson's been trailing throughout.
What a transition, went right to it.
Big lead.
Watson did a good job of pulling Ricketts in, giving himself a couple more inches to work there of mat space to convert the go behind.
Underhook Ricketts, Watson drops, and now Watson close to the go behind, but Ricketts close to the go behind. Watson recovers out front.
And this is why I don't like the grounded rule right here. We saw Watson wisely, I'm not trying to knock on him, but they get an over-under position, drops down to that knee. He can stay down on that knee because he knows if he goes out of bounds from right there, it's not a point.
Shot Watson. Ricketts defends. They come back to their feet. 32 seconds to go. Underhook, Ricketts driving forward. Watson trying to get into. Oh man, is this parterre with the one knee down? Ricketts gets around behind.
Was the knee down? I don't think so.
One on the step out. 4-4. Watson leads on the criteria. Two two-pointers.
Are they going to throw the brick? This is a wise brick because you're down by one. Although if you only get 1 point, Maybe I'd take it back, actually.
Yeah.
Get 1 point with 9 seconds to go.
Too late now. The challenge is submitted, and they're looking at it. It could. There is a chance that he got around behind, then he hit. I don't think it did, but there is a chance.
Got it playing on the big board here in the Fargo Dome. Now we're going to take a look at it on your screen at home.
Man, that is close. That is close.
Yeah, I don't know if we can slow that down and have a look. Almost go frame by frame, but that's what you got to do. It was that close.
Man, that is close.
Kentucky corner sure thinks it's 2.
Yeah, I mean, I think it looked like a touch to me. It touched just for a split second, but it looked like it touched. We'll see what the officials review.
No, are they going to say, was he behind?
That's a good point. You do have to be all around behind. And either way, there's still 9 seconds left, so one of these guys is going to have to score.
We did have that scenario. We stepped out. Blue stepped out. With 1 point for red.
So the challenge is going to go completely upside down for the Kentucky corner. So it's one of those situations where Kentucky wins the challenge because they're going to change the scoring, but they actually, lose the challenge because
the wrong corner.
they lose the challenge because now Watson has another point. So Ricketts needs a takedown. Takedown or a turn. 7 seconds. He's around behind.
Oh! He's looking for 4.
He's got a takedown. He's got a takedown with 2 seconds to go.
And that gives him criteria, 2 twos.
Ricketts. He didn't get the challenge the way he wanted it, but he got the takedown, and he is fired up, but he can't celebrate just yet because we got another brick on the mat.
Man, what a ball don't lie moment.
That was crazy. Great way to put it, JD. Let's look at that again. Ricketts fired up. He gets around behind, and he looked for a throw, got the hip down, takedown, no doubt. There were 2 seconds left on the clock.
That same slide by he hit in the first period.
Yeah, this is no doubt. And if they're looking at the clock, you can see it on the review screen. There are clearly 2 seconds left when his hip hits. The only thing they may be reviewing is Watson grabbing that bottom leg and trying to expose Ricketts. 3 seconds left, they're going to restart the clock. 3 seconds left. It's not over. It's been a lot of review time here. Wait, they just gave the brick back to
because the challenge was 1.
Okay. Oh, because of the clock. All right.
Right.
Ricketts staying in there, and Ricketts gets it done. Lucas Ricketts. Man, he dug deep for that one, JD.
I can't believe the finish to that match.
I mean, unbelievable.
Kentucky, 2 champs here in the junior finals. And they didn't even have one of their best wrestlers in the state competing.
Scouting report on Zola. Watch for the ankle picks.
Yes.
Two 15-pounders and then a number 1 versus number 2 matchup at heavyweight. Doesn't get better.
No, it does not. I mentioned the ankle picks of Zola. He's long. I mean, just look at that wingspan. And he knows how to use it. Kind of Gumby-esque.
Yes.
Right? He's kind of flowy, rolly when he wrestles.
Yeah, he's super good when guys get in on his leg, gets him to a crackdown position. He often scores from there. But with that flexibility, Gumby, scramble style, he's added a lot of power in the last couple years. and headed to Nebraska, where he's going to be training under Tervel Delagnev from Nebraska.
In his corner right now.
Yep. From Nebraska, Omaha area, so not going too far from home. Hard snap there.
There was that ankle snatch from Zola. Not even pick, but like I said, he's so long, he doesn't even have to really penetrate in. Can just reach down and scoop up that ankle.
Yeah, he is good. Michael Boyle, couple-time state champ out of Ohio. Minute 45 to go. 2-0 Zola, and working on that snap. There's going to be a passivity warning against Watterson. Excuse me, sorry, against Doyle from Watterson. Shot Zola, good defense there from Doyle.
Zola kind of snapped Boyle right into his legs that time, and that's what you mentioned a bit ago. When guys get to his legs, he's really good, especially in freestyle, where you just need him to get a roll across your back.
Yeah, got that exposure, making it 4-0 with 1:07 to go in this first period. Big shot, Boyle. And now Zola going back to where he's good. Head underneath the knee makes it a little tougher, but he's gonna roll it anyway. He's close. Gonna get 2 on the takedown. Threatened the turn, settled for the takedown. They're worth the same points, so doesn't really matter. 6-0 lead now for Zola. And Doyle was in deep on that shot.
I was just about to say, I don't want to butter your biscuit too much, but you mentioned the ankle pick, which Zola promptly did right away, or, you know, ankle sweep, kind of pick adjacent. And then you mentioned the counters that he's really good at. Then he did that, and you mentioned the power he did, and that's what got him there. Boyle got in so deep. Zola just fed him some hips, was able to pop his head to the inside and then get to the counter.
Zola really the class of this bracket, and he's showing it today in the finals. 20 seconds to go in the first. Zola, when he goes to Nebraska, going to be a heavyweight. So these guys we got coming up next, we could see matches between Zola and guys like Drayshawn Ross or Kobe Merrill down the road. Heading to the corners, 6-0 lead for Zola. We'll see if Boyle can make the necessary adjustments between periods 1 and 2. Back to action. Shot, Boyle, he's in deep. Zola still trying to defend. Zola locked through the crotch. Gets that pressure he is so good at, and now 8-0. And Boyle still holding on to that foot. Zola gets on top. 2.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, and you're just one takedown or exposure away from ending this thing.
And if you're Boyle, man, it is tough. Oh, nice double leg. Ran through that. 2 offered, 4 offered, 2 confirmed. And the coaching corner holding the brick.
You're gonna toss it.
They're going to review this, and they're going to see if Zola got that chest down. It was close.
It was. Man, why not challenge? Boyle not going down without a fight.
Coaches giving some instruction to the guys, and the official reminded them, hey guys, you got to come back to the middle. Here's a replay of that double leg. Man.
I think that's 2.
Yeah, he got that chest down. They are going to go 4.
Okay.
Great challenge.
Shows how much I know.
8-4. And I'll tell you what, Boyle is one more of those away from a lead on criteria.
I have not been on top of my challenge game these finals. I think there's been a couple where I said, you know, the last match said, maybe keep your brick for 1.
That's why they play the game.
That's right.
Under 2 minutes to go. Zola working for the snap, and there's Boyle back in on the shot. Zola looking for the exposure. He's going to turn him. And they're wanting a step out. So another challenge brick, and the Ohio corner thinks they saw a step out, I believe. Well, they won the last challenge.
I'm not going to say what I think they should do.
Yeah. There's that shot.
Wrong.
Now they want to step out, but his foot's still partway inbounds right there and stays in.
Foot has to come all the way out of bounds. Now,
Oh,
did the
that
toe,
second step. The second step. Yeah, I want to see that second step. There, yeah, that's exactly what you can see what the officials are looking at in the jumbotron, and they are trying to figure out. All right, never went all the way out. All right, so now 11-4.
We're moving forward at number 1, 11-4, the score, 135 in the second period.
Minute and a half to go here. Boyle, we've seen that double leg. He's converted once, now he's back in on that low-level attack. Zola gets the hips away, now fighting the wrist. Fakes coming now from Boyle. Boyle in deep. Zola belly whizzer. Now going to switch the leg or lock through the crotch. He's locked in the crotch. And there's that same turn we've seen. 13-4. One more would end it. And there it is. 15-4. Technical superiority win for Cade Zola. And he's fired up.
Capping off an amazing high school career.
Man, Zola just loves wrestling, and we got to have him at Who's Number One in the fall, and you just saw he just enjoys every part of this process and what he's doing, and it's incredible to see. Being around a guy like that is this contagious energy.
Presenting the award to our champion, 200
Drayshawn Ross has 2 close wins over Kobe Merrill at the U20 US Open and the U20 World Team Trials, and now trying to make it 3 straight. And this is a matchup where there's a golden ticket to Who's Number One on the line either way. It's an Iowa-California matchup. Drayshawn Ross in the red, Kobe Merrill in the blue. Kobe Merrill, just an absolutely dominant hand fighter. Really good at wearing opponents down. We saw him do that in the semis against Mako, where you called the match, so you know better than me, but man, Mako had the lead late, but Merrill's pressure just wore him down over time.
That's exactly what it was. He grabs a hold of that head, pulls. weighs on you, on your neck and your back.
And it's going to be Drayshawn Ross warned first for passivity. Merrill continuing to come forward and use the pressure.
Mako also didn't like that plated headgear of Merrill. He thought they were kind of butting heads quite a bit when they were coming into this collar tie, and that headgear is affecting it a little bit.
A lot of times you see that headgear, there's a pretty good chance that's what could be going on. It's just, you know,
like a ram, like a battering ram. They got that extra plate.
Yeah,
in their skull.
Part of wrestling, but I don't know that he's doing anything dirty.
No.
Minute and a half to go. Hard snap there from Drayshawn Ross. And if you want evidence of how good Kobe Merrill is as a hand fighter, watch Drayshawn Ross snap just about anybody else. Normally that guy's on his face.
The future Big 12 battle here. Ross committed to Oklahoma State. Merrill recently committing to Iowa State.
Yeah.
And interesting enough, Oklahoma State, where Kobe's brother Cody currently wrestles.
That is interesting. 10 seconds left for Drayshawn Ross to score, otherwise give up a passivity point. And Merrill staying in really good position so far throughout this first period. He's going to get the first point of the match due to activity clock, and Merrill not conceding any ground. Ross trying to find an opening. Kobe Merrill has just been ultra solid positionally throughout this match. And there's a passivity warning against Merrill. His first passivity warning, and so one more of those would put him on the clock. We won't see that this period though. There's only 23 seconds left. Shot Merrill, Ross circles, faces, 10 seconds left. Time's gonna run out. Ahead of the corners, and TJ Seabolt over there in the corner with Drayshawn Ross. Kobe Merrill with Robbie Smith and Chris Perry.
It was a classic Kobe Merrill first period. Took one kind of half shot. Was always looking for that collar tie, pulling, taking ground in Ross's face.
I've noticed Chris Perry coaching Kobe Merrill in the corner throughout the tournament, and he is just, he's got that hand fight game plan ingrained in Kobe Merrill's head, and he's just gonna keep preaching it over and over. And that's what he wants him to do, stick to the hand fight until eventually something opens up. And so far, he's followed that game plan in this match. Robbie Smith knows a little something about hand fighting himself. Shot, Drayshawn Ross, he's in on a single leg. Merrill fighting, feeding him hips, looking for a re-attack. Good defense there from Merrill. Solid attack from Drayshawn Ross.
Yeah, I like that game plan. Break out of the collar, get space. When Merrill's coming back in, that's when he's shot.
Now you're gonna see Kobe Merrill go on the activity clock. So he's got 30 seconds to score. Otherwise, Drayshawn Ross will be leading on criteria. Attention for the finger fight. Merrill taking ground. What we saw against Mako was, it wasn't the 4th minute or the 5th minute, but the 6th minute when that hand fight really started to pay dividends. Merrill still taking an inch at a time. Drayshawn Ross pressuring back in, and there's the point for Drayshawn Ross. He has the lead on criteria, but still 2 minutes to wrestle. Hard tie from Merrill.
And by Drayshawn not scoring a takedown yet, or even a couple step-up points, but this being a criteria match, Merrill can stick to this game plan of just hand fighting, right? If he was down by 4, even maybe 3 by this point, he needs to start thinking about takedown with 90 seconds to go. But now he can just continue to hand fight and look for that one opening where he can just push and get a step out.
And the collar tie to the snap, you're seeing a little more effectiveness on the snap than we saw earlier. And now Drayshawn Ross going back on the clock. So now it's Drayshawn Ross effectively trailing by a point, even though Merrill doesn't have it. Drayshawn needs to score, whether it's in this 20 seconds or another, and now he takes a shot. Merrill drag, getting close to the go behind. He's got the wrist behind Drayshawn's back.
Merrill can at least kill some time.
He's just gonna hold on to that wrist as long as he can. And
Ross needs to try and get that wrist back somehow.
And man, he somehow does. Clears it. And Drayshawn wants a challenge brick for what, I don't know.
I mean, it was on the far side of us, but there was no way he stepped out, right?
He's saying he was grabbing his singlet.
Oh.
And I wonder if he had the singlet along with the wrist. And man, smart of Siebold not to challenge until the, well, I don't know if it's smart or not. If he would have challenged, the sequencing of the points, you know, could be important here. But if they're going to win the challenge, it would have been Drayshawn in the lead either way. So they're looking for a singlet grab. It's going to really depend on the angle of the camera, and if they're way over there on the side, it might be tough. And if they lose, Drayshawn's going to be down by 2. And oh, let's see. Oh, is that? Oh, the singlet's out. Oh, he's grabbing the singlet in the front. Yeah, I mean, he's pulling that singlet down in the front.
With time left on the activity clock.
Yeah, you're right.
So
17 seconds.
Close that out too.
So it's looking like it will be 2-1 Drayshawn Ross. No activity clock if they award this singlet pull. And they're pausing. They're right on that. Wish I was a better lip reader. Would love to know what they're saying there.
Challenge decision at number 1. We had an offensive singlet pull.
Chris Perry was already marching over it.
We have to put time back on the clock. We were at a minute 8 and 17 seconds left on activity time.
Wait, what?
The challenge is 1.
Offensive, so it's just a caution.
Okay.
It is not a point.
An attention.
Yes.
So no
Excuse
point.
me, an attention, not a caution.
All right. So 16 seconds left, 17 seconds left. I think they said 17. Anyway, all right. So now the score should go back to 1-1, and they're trying to get that right. All right, so now more time for Drayshawn Ross to work for a point, and he's not going to have his arm behind his back, probably for 16 of those seconds. Back to action. Merrill still coming forward. Hard collar tie, looking for that snap. And man, the sweat is flying now in this match. Point for activity back for Merrill. So now it's 2-1 shot Drayshawn Ross. Merrill, good job with the 2-on-1.
Yeah, when you start to get that slippery, even an arm drag is going to be hard. Your hand's going to slip right down their arm to the wrist. You don't get that good grip and pull.
30 seconds to go. Kobe Merrill trying to reverse the result of the last 2 times these guys have wrestled. Drayshawn Ross, 25 seconds. What's he have left? 20 to go, trying to time an attack. That wasn't the one. Kobe Merrill now in a chest wrap position. 16-7 Merrill looking for a go behind. Drayshawn clears out, 13 seconds, takes a shot, trying to run through a double, but that's a lot of hips to run through. Looking for a shot now is Drayshawn. He's close to the step out. Merrill out of bounds. They're gonna go caution in 1. Merrill backed out of bounds, and there's a brick. It's 2-2. Drayshawn just pressured, and Merrill panicked a little bit, just backed straight out of bounds.
He did. That's gonna be confirmed caution and 1.
If he just would have stayed grounded on the edge, just stayed in bounds, he probably wins this match. We're gonna take a look at it. And now you're starting in forced parterre, which, I mean,
ends the match.
That's it. Man, in the most dramatic way possible, Drayshawn Ross comes back, gets this caution and 1, and now Kobe Merrill on the bottom in parterre. And just looking in his corner. Drayshawn Ross fired up, gets the win. Big flex to the crowd. Iowa fans fired up over there.
Wow, Drayshawn dug deep. I'm not gonna lie, not the shot that put Merrill in parterre position, but the 1-2 before that, where Drayshawn, it just looked like a half effort. I thought he was cooked. I thought his gas tank was done, and Merrill had worn him out too much, and he dug deep and got it done.
There he is, and here he goes. Big flip coming, and Drayshawn Ross, man, what a beast.
I think he just flung sweat on me.
Yeah, he did. We were in the splash zone for that backflip. Drayshawn Ross, man, what an effort. And Kobe Merrill, what an effort too.
Absolutely.
It was a near